Hi, it's Lynn from LynnieCDesigns. I'm going to make a little treat box that I gave to my ladies for card class. Show you how I made it. It's a very simple little box. I've got some basic white here that measures 6 inches by 4 inches, and I've scored at 1 inch on all sides. And then I've got a piece of designer series paper. Now I used some of the Sweet Dandy Designs, which was part of the celebration, but I'm recreating it with this Hues of Happiness designer series paper, and this has been scored. This measures just a tad over 3.5 and just a tad over 5.5, and I've scored it at 3/4 on all 4 sides. I'm going to, that's all the scoring we need. I've got a little scrap of card here and memento ink, and I'm going to stamp pretty little floras twice, and we're going to cut that out. And I've got another little bit here which I'm going to use for a little tag on the front. I'm going to stamp that down. I've got the wrong stamp out. Silly me. There we go. So here we go. An Easter treat for you. I've got the postage stamp. And we'll get that lined up where we want it. And then I'm going to use some tweezers to try and line this up. There we go. That's going to be for the top of my box. Let's trim this down now. We'll colour that in a moment. So I'm going to just reinforce those score lines. And do it very gently on our lid as well. Don't know if you can hear that. My husband's cutting with a saw. So I'm just going to trim up to create a tab up to the score line. I'm going to do that on the lid and the base of the box. Very simple. Looks quite sweet. So I used some of the lovely DSP. It was such pretty colours from the celebration, big celebration pack that we got. As the celebration has finished, I thought I'd use some current product. So the designer series paper is Hues of Happiness, which is very pretty. So again, you can see there, I'm just going up to the score line, just cutting a little wedge off that. Hopefully this is in camera. And I'm back using my phone because I did a video which I uploaded at the weekend with my new webcam, and it's blurry. and I don't like it, so I need to work out. I don't like watching things that are a bit blurry. So, right, there we go, that's done. Now before I put this together, I'm just going to take a little notch. If you wanted to be precise, you could measure it, but I'm just gonna do it by eye. That little punch has retired, but I'm taking it, I keep it in my stash because I use it quite a lot. Let's just quickly colour these in. And the colour inspiration for this is just coming from the DSP. So I've got Granny Apple Green here, and I'm just using the dark. I think sometimes with the smaller images it can be a little bit tricky to do any blending, so I'm not going to. This is dark fresh freesia. I'm already very sad that this is going to be retiring soon. I'm not sure how easy it is to get your hands on it. This is Dark Daffodil Delight. I'm going to do that. And then I shall do the centre of that. And then I've got Polished Pink, which is another retiring colour. I'm going to use the darker one and the light on that little flower there. So let's just put a little bit of dark in the centre. Blend that out. Pretty, pretty. I think I might do those purple as well. Let's balance that out. I'm going to leave those blank. I'm going to just trim this out. Must have some ink on my finger. A bit of fussy cutting. Good to focus the mind. I love it because you can just concentrate on what you're doing and forget everything else that's going on in your life. Sounds a bit heavy, doesn't it? But sometimes you just need, crafting is my therapy. So it lets me just get about the troubles of the day and what's going on. think of this as active mindfulness. I may actually speed this up so that you don't have to watch me do this painfully, but actually hopefully it's not too painful for you. So yes, I made these for my lovely customers and friends who come to class. Put a little sweet treat in there for them, because I'm not going to get to see most of them before Easter, and so I thought it was quite sweet. We were using the Easter Bunny stamp set for one of the cards that we made, one of the projects, so I thought this was quite nice. And managed to get my hands on some yummy chocolate. And so the box, this is a box you can scale up or down, but the box was made to fit this little chocolate bar. I think I got enough so that my husband could have one and I could have one. So there's one left. My husband chomped his at the weekend. So that was quite easy to do that quite quickly. So we'll put this together. Now I'm going to use wet glue, but you could easily use tear and tape. Oh, it's lobbed out rather quickly. Because that's happened, I'm going to use one of these lovely little spreaders that I've got. I think these were makeup brushes. Not too much glue, go everywhere. My lovely friend Hazel, who is currently in Japan having an amazing holiday. How wonderful, with her son. Can't wait to see all the pictures that they come back with. So there we go. I know that I've made a bit of a mess. Just form the box. And with glue you just have to sort of hold it a little bit to make sure, just try and make sure that it is square. Lovely, just a very simple box, and then we'll do the same, try and be a little bit lighter on with the glue on the paper. A little bit there. So I'm going to make one end. Wipe off any excess quickly, and then this should fit on nicely. So it does, I know it does. So I don't actually, sometimes it's good to wrap it around the box, but I know that that's got a little bit of extra space. So that'll fit on there quite nicely, like that. And this was, so, bunnies, so hence the reason fits in there perfectly because we were using the Easter Bunny, and the stamps that I've used are from the Easter Bunny. I used this and this stamp, but isn't that cute? I will be sharing some other projects with that. And then this I'm going to add with a couple of dimensionals. Easter treat for you. I'm just going to add a little bit of glue on there and there. And that is a really quick and simple little treat box. How cute is that? So thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. I will see you again very soon. Bye for now.